Meghan and the Queen traveled to Cheshire overnight, enjoying the luxury of the seldom-used royal train. The Queen wore a green outfit in honor of the Green for Grenfell tribute for the anniversary of the devastating fire by Stewart Pravin, a hat by Rachel Trevor-Morgan and white gloves. The Duchess wore a cream cape dress by Givenchy, who designed her wedding dress, had no hat or gloves, and wore her hair down. As they disembarked the train, Lord Lieutenant of Cheshire David Briggs MBE welcomed Meghan, saying, "Welcome to Cheshire. I understand this is your first visit to Northern England." The 36-year-old newlywed replied, "That's right, yes. I'm very happy to be here." There was a moment of awkwardness when the noticeably nervous Meghan was confused who should get in the car first. "What is your preference?" she asked the Queen. "You go first," said the Queen. "Oh, okay," said the Duchess, who was wearing earrings given to her as a gift by Her Majesty for the day. The two then set off for the first of their engagements for the day, the official opening of the Mersey Gateway Bridge. As they sat and watched the opening ceremony for the bridge opening, the Duchess seemed to loosen up and the pair began having a great time. And resulted in body language experts comparing the 92-year-old to a giggling teenager. Meghan and the Queen then watched a performance by children from the Andrew Curphey Theatre Company and were in high spirits as they laughed and smiled throughout the show. Mr Curphey, 32, who met the royals, said, "The children have been hugely excited, and it's been a massive treat for them." As Meghan walked away from me, she turned back and said the children did great by the way. The pair then headed to officially opening the Storyhouse Theatre, a library, theatre, cinema, restaurant, bar, community centre and arts hub. Here, they observed the national 72-second silence for the victims of the Grenfell Tower fire tragedy. Inside they watched as children performed for them. The Queen pointed and smiled at one 2-year-old who had fallen asleep amidst all the excitement. They also met a group of Syrian refugees engaged in a craft project. They then watched a medley of songs from Storyhouse's latest production, A Little Night Music. As they left, they were handed posies by Lilya Fagan, 7, from Newton Primary School, and Aneiran Egan-Simon, 6, from Oldfield Primary. An excited Lilya said afterwards, "The Queen said Newton had the smartest blazers. I can't believe it." After they left the Storyhouse, the women went for a walkout to greet the crowds who had formed to catch a glimpse of the royals. There were huge cheers as the Queen took to one side of the crowd and the Duchess to the other. Everyone was said to be visibly charmed by Meghan as she stopped and made time to chat to as many people as she could. At one point, a woman said to send love to Harry and that Meghan should take care of him. Meghan responded, "I will do. That means an awful lot to us. He's the best husband ever." After the day's royal engagements wrapped up, the pair headed to Chester Town Hall for lunch before hopping back on the train back to London.